Imagine this, you just became the owner of a 3-row SUV that doesn't get nearly the attention it deserves. It's comfortable, it's packed with technology, and it's already earned a solid reputation over the years. The moment you leave Jim Ellis Buick GMC Mall of Georgia, one thing stands out. It feels big, but it's still easy to drive. You get 3 genuinely usable rows, a huge cargo area, and features you'd normally expect in a much more expensive SUV. Now, you want to look at everything one more time in this GMC Acadia Denali Ultimate. Every detail, every feature, to see if you really made the right choice. The first thing you do after your first drive is just sit here for a minute and look around. This interior immediately feels expensive. The light gray leather, the white contrast stitching, and of course the ultimate badge on the seats. Then you start noticing the details. The wood trim on the doors is real Paldau wood, not plastic made to look like wood. And underneath it, there's an interesting pattern in the leather. It almost looks like a topographic map. That's exactly what GMC was going for. You'll find these laser-etched topographic lines in the wood and embossed into the leather throughout the Denali Ultimate interior. The upper dashboard is completely soft to the touch. Lower down, you get durable plastic, and honestly, that's perfectly fine. This isn't trying to be a full luxury SUV. It's the SUV you bought because the price, the equipment, and the overall value just made sense. The steering wheel adjusts automatically as soon as you get in. The driver's seat is fully power adjustable, and yes, you even get a massage function with multiple programs. It's one of those features you don't expect to use much, until you start using it. Then you look closer at the seats. The same topographic pattern continues here, tying the whole interior together. The side bolsters aren't overly aggressive. Instead, the seat feels wide and supportive. You adjust everything exactly the way you like it. And then you notice something else. You're sitting higher than you expected. You have a commanding view of the road. And the Acadia itself feels bigger than you imagined. Before buying it, you probably expected something more compact. But after a few minutes behind the wheel, it feels much closer to a Yukon than to GMC's smaller SUVs. It gives you that full-size SUV feeling without stepping into the Yukon price range. Then you walk around the outside. Without even thinking, you start comparing it to the Yukon. The Acadia is large. At 204 inches long, it definitely has presence. But it never feels intimidating. You still feel comfortable pulling into parking spaces or driving through tighter streets. The front end is unmistakably GMC. That bold grille leaves no doubt what you're driving. The silver paint paired with the black trim gives it a clean, upscale look. You also notice the front camera right away. The 360-degree camera is one of those features you'll appreciate every single day. Then your eyes go straight to the wheels. These are exactly the kind of wheels that make people look twice. They completely change the way this SUV looks. Inside the wheel arches, GMC uses sound-absorbing liners instead of bare plastic. It's a small detail, but it helps reduce road noise inside the cabin. At the back, everything looks exactly the way you hoped. The black trim, the Denali Ultimate badge, the quad exhaust tips, and tucked underneath is the trailer hitch. Even with the 2.5-liter turbocharged engine, the Acadia can tow up to 5,000 pounds when properly equipped. That's enough for a boat, a camper, or a pair of jet skis without needing a full-size SUV. Since you're already at the back, you decide to check the cargo area one more time. The power liftgate isn't the fastest, but once it opens, this is exactly why you bought the Acadia. Even with the third row up, you still have 23 cubic feet of cargo space. Lift the floor and there's an even deeper storage compartment underneath. This is the kind of space you'll actually use. Groceries, strollers, travel bags, and underneath it all, GMC even gives you a spare tire. Then you decide to fold the third row. Just press the buttons. The seats fold automatically. But you quickly notice one thing. If the second row is too far back, you'll need to move it forward first. So you open the rear door, slide the second row, walk back, press the buttons again. It's an extra step you'll notice the first few times you use it. Once everything is folded down, the cargo area is massive. With the second and third rows folded, you get 97.5 cubic feet of cargo space. The second row also folds using buttons. Just remember to adjust the seats first if the system asks you to. After seeing all this space, you stop wondering whether this SUV is practical. You already know the answer. You close the liftgate and head to the second row. Getting the third row back up is simple. Pull the seat, lift it into place, done. No complicated process. You could stay back here a little longer. There are plenty of thoughtful features for your family. But let's be honest, you'll spend most of your time up front. So you come back to the driver's seat and take another look at the center console. The wood trim continues here, tying everything together. Open the sliding cover, you get a wireless phone charger and 2 cup holders. Lift the center armrest, there's a removable organizer on top and a deep storage compartment underneath. Then you notice something else. Under the floating center console, GMC added another open storage shelf. It's surprisingly large. Not many SUVs in this class give you this much usable storage. After a few minutes, you realize one thing. Finding a place for your everyday items won't be a problem in the Acadia. Then you move to the climate controls, and thankfully, GMC kept the physical buttons. You can adjust the temperature without digging through menus. Seat ventilation, seat heating, everything is right where you expect it to be. Some climate settings are still on the screen, but they're placed at the bottom, always within easy reach. Then your hand goes to the volume knob. It has a solid click to it. Even the animation on the display feels well thought out. Now you start exploring the 15-inch screen. Google built-in is one of the best features here. Navigation, Google Assistant, Google Play, everything is built right into the SUV. The system responds quickly, and after a day or two, it starts feeling natural. Of course, every new vehicle takes a little time to learn. There was one thing that surprised me though. Headlight controls are built into the touchscreen instead of using a traditional switch. It works, it just takes a little getting used to. Then you look at the steering wheel. And this is where the Denali Ultimate separates itself. It comes with Super Cruise, one of the best hands-free driving systems available today. On compatible highways, the light bar on the steering wheel turns green. You can take your hands off the wheel, and the Acadia handles the steering, acceleration, and braking for you. It can even change lanes automatically when it's safe. The first time you use it, it feels strange. A few miles later, you start trusting it. Especially on long highway drives, it's one of those features you'll be happy you paid for. Then you grab the steering wheel one more time. This is one of those details you'll touch every single day. The leather feels soft, the contrast stitching looks great, and thankfully the buttons are all physical, no touch-sensitive controls. You even have a dedicated heated steering wheel button, exactly how it should be. Right behind it is the fully digital gauge cluster. It's clean, easy to read, and gives you all the information you need without feeling cluttered. Then your eyes go a little higher. The head-up display is bright and sharp. After driving with it for a while, you realize you're looking down at the gauges much less often. You keep your eyes on the road. As you look around the cabin one more time, you start noticing the details again. The suede headliner, the Bose Performance Series sound system, the memory seat controls built into the door. Everything feels solid, everything feels well thought out. And when you remember what you paid for this SUV, it feels like you got a lot for your money. Then your hands naturally settle back on the steering wheel. It's thick, it's wide, it has that substantial feel that reminds you you're driving a large SUV. Every time you hold it, you get the same feeling. Yeah, this was the right choice. Before you check out the second row, there's one question you probably had before buying the Acadia: the engine. Under the hood is a 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder producing 328 horsepower and 326 pound-feet of torque. It's paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission. This engine has already been used across several GM models, so it isn't something completely new or experimental. And after spending time behind the wheel, you stop thinking about the number of cylinders. You just drive it. Acceleration feels strong. When you step on the throttle, you'll hear the engine working. But what impressed me even more was everything around it. The brakes feel confident. The suspension absorbs rough roads without making the SUV feel floaty. It stays composed, comfortable, and easy to place on the road. Add the 360-degree cameras, the high seating position, and the excellent visibility. There's another feature you'll notice almost immediately. When you're backing up and getting close to an obstacle, you don't just hear the warning chime or see it on the screen. The driver's seat vibrates to tell you which side the obstacle is on. It's a small detail, but after a few days, you realize how useful it is. Parking a large SUV suddenly feels much more natural. After the drive, you finally head to the second row. This SUV comes with captain's chairs. And then you remember, wait, there's still a third row. We'll get there in a minute. First, let's enjoy this. The materials back here feel just as nice as they do up front. You sit behind your own driving position with the front seats set all the way back. If you're around 6 feet tall, you'll still have plenty of legroom. Above you is the panoramic roof, and the suede headliner makes the cabin feel even more upscale. The second row also gets heated seats, its own climate controls, and 2 cup holders. One thing I did notice, the cup holder area uses harder plastic than the rest of the cabin. It's not a big deal. It just stands out because everything else feels so well finished. The backs of the front seats are wrapped in leather, there's a small storage pocket, and you can slide your feet surprisingly far underneath the front seats. The flat floor also makes a noticeable difference. Moving around the cabin feels easy, and whether it's kids or adults riding back here, this is a place where people will actually be comfortable. Now it's finally time for the third row. Getting back here is easy. Press one button, the second row seat slides forward automatically. It's a simple feature, but it feels surprisingly premium. Climbing into the third row is easier than I expected. The seats themselves are on the smaller side, so don't expect a lot of thigh support. That's typical for a third row. The side panels use durable plastic, but GMC still gives you USB-C ports, cup holders, and your own space. Then I tried something else. I slid the second row all the way back. Even with the second row in its most rearward position, I could still fit in the third row. Of course, moving the second row forward a few inches makes a big difference. And you already know how much cargo space is waiting behind you. Adults can absolutely use this third row for shorter trips. For kids and teenagers, it's an excellent place to ride. When it's time to get out, just press one button. The seat moves forward again, and you're out. Simple. After spending time in every row of this SUV, you realize something. There isn't a single seat that feels like an afterthought. And that's exactly why you're happy you chose the Acadia.